Lucena City in Quezon Province lies some 115 kilometers south of Manila. Its location makes it a center for growth in the region. Passenger and cargo ships dock here, all from the Tayabas Bay, an open sea lane that connects the provinces of Marinduque, Romblon, Bicol, and Quezon. People stream in and out of the city every day, and development is amplified by a growing urban sprawl, which stretches from the main streets of Lucena down to the busy roads leading to southern Luzon. Indeed, Lucena is a place for business, but those wanting a pleasurable getaway at the heart of the business district will not leave disappointed. Merely 3 hours away from Manila, along the national road going to Bicol, there is a place for businessmen and travelers. Off the main highway, a curved path leads to a drive decked with ornamental plants and flowers. Visual delights for frazzled city dwellers in search of green. A Victorian-inspired building sits at the end of the driveway, like a regal lady in waiting. This is Queen Margaret Hotel, staking the claim as Lucena's finest. The hotel is named after Margaret Edna Leigh D., the only daughter of hotel owners Mr. and Mrs. Francis D. Stone, glass, and natural light compose the structural design of Queen Margaret. The interiors are Victorian-inspired, effecting understated grandeur. This bodes well for any weary traveler looking for plush accommodation and excellent service.
Queen Margaret Hotel is the finest and the biggest hotel in Lucena City and also in southern Tagalog.
Warm and friendly, Queen Margaret's staff do take the term royal treatment rather seriously. For the traveling businessman, shuttling in and out of hotels can be quite the chore. Quick service and warm smiles at Queen Margaret make checking in a breeze. Those seeking refuge from the blasting heat of the tropics will find the welcome drink a most appropriate treat. Visitors are handed tall, cool glasses of mango smoothies or coconut freshly picked from the tree. And so, cup your hands around a large coconut, sip and indulge. Lucena isn't called Coastal Cocoa Palm City for nothing. Four well-appointed rooms make up this hotel, and each one is designed to cater to every traveler's whim and must-haves. From cozy and comfortable rooms for families, to lavish suites designed for the most discriminating of guests. Verandas open out to poolside or garden views. And of course, what is a stay at Queen Margaret without the pampering comforts of room service? For the plugged-in traveler, Wi-Fi is a must, and so is modern convenience at the business center. Function rooms are well equipped for meetings, seminars, and large conferences. A grand ballroom can accommodate as much as 3,000 guests, making them ideal venues for parties and the eagerly awaited rite of passage, the graduation ceremony. Queen Margaret is also a popular venue for weddings. Say I do in the most romantic setting, at the Grand Ballroom. From the intricate tabletop arrangements to floral baskets to a cascading waterfall by the cake, Attention to the tiniest detail makes this day a most special one at Queen Margaret. Built like an oasis surrounded by palms and tropical plants, the pool is meant for some serious lounge time. On a weekend, the poolside is an instant fiesta. Colorful buntings add a festive air as children and adults splash about. One of the highlights at Queen Margaret is, of course, the food. And eat you must at any of Queen Margaret's restaurants. Sitting down to an 8-course meal at Kim Sui, the famed Chinese restaurant at the hotel, is a lesson in luxury. It is an entourage of dishes, starting with Chinese cold cuts complemented by a variety of sauces, followed by plates of gorgeously arranged pork strips, thick hot soup, braised beef piled high atop a bed of noodles, vegetables and fish coming together like artwork on a plate, seemingly too delectable to eat. But dig in and give way to the pleasure of flavors mixing in your mouth. On a visit to Quezon, whether on business or for leisure, one must sample the local cuisine. The Emerald's Garden sets the stage for your next culinary adventure. Enjoy the hotel classic, breakfast buffet at the cafe, with choices of freshly baked bread and tropical fruit to fill your plate. But it is the afternoon snack or merienda in local dialect which makes a sit down at the cafe worth your while. Sample Lucena's version of a Filipino favorite, the halo-halo. What makes this halo-halo special is the addition of coconut milk to the mix, making it uniquely Lucena. This dessert is perfect complement to chami asado, or stir-fried pork with noodles, which you can order plain guisado, and tamis anghang, or sweet and spicy. This goes very well with a nut full of coconut juice. Tea time Quezon style has never been better. With food still on the agenda, a walkabout the estate ends at the hotel and leads straight to a factory? But what may seem highly unusual for other hotels is simply business as usual at Queen Margaret. The hotel also owns a food and beverage business, the Southern Processing Company, which supplies meat products and juices to the entire country. Naturally, it is the source for the excellent hams and sausages at a Queen Margaret buffet breakfast. And if you're driving by the highway, the souvenirs at Quick Stop. A convenience store and fast food in one, Quick Stop lies right beside Queen Margaret. It is where one can park after a long day's drive and indulge in roadside comfort food. Hamburgers, pizzas, hot dogs, and Chinese dim sum called siopa. White rolls stuffed with sweetened meat. After filling your bags with treats to take home, there is still much shopping to do. Leave some room for more, as good buys are up for grabs at the Queen's Shop. Night falls at Queen Margaret, but there is still enough to leave guests thoroughly entertained. At the King's Bar, kick back, swig a drink, and order a specialty cocktail. Shrug off inhibition and a bit of stage fright as you are past the mic for some good old videoke. And in the face of famed Quezon hospitality, there is no worry of losing face while doing your rendition of the latest pop hit. Appreciative smiles and claps from the crowd assure you that you did it your way. Then again, if you'd rather leave the singing to the experts, the King's Bar singers are glad to oblige.
In behalf of the owner, Mr. and Mrs. Francis D., and his family, and as a general manager of Queen Margaret Hotel, together with all my staff, I'm inviting you all to experience the Victorian ambience of Queen Margaret Hotel.
And so, from sunup to sundown, you've just made the rounds of Lucena's definition of the luxe life. Queen Margaret Hotel in Lucena is just that. Genuine hospitality. The sincerest of smiles, found in the veritable union of plush and cozy, comfort and grandeur in one.